I see the interest, the soul eater see, the succubi and the incubus, all the beings who vicariously indulge with many and with please. I see why they only take souls as the penance and their fee. I saw it once. I cupped my hands around your face, and as we stared into our wells, you then fell to your knees. I thought at that moment, yes, this is the one. He is the one whose soul I will adorn from my head to my feet. It will be his that I eat night and day for eternity, forever fervently. And it will be his heart, his will, and his choice to come to me and concede. And he will do it before the woman, the being that rends his inhibitions, and that woman is me. As I now write it, as I will soon speak it, and so it will be. That was Soul Eater by our favorite poet, Kat Sim J. I really like this. She said it's about her favorite character, Arachne, and then the second spark was that she was hungry. And I enjoy that she puts those in there, like little things like that, to let us know where her mind was at. But yeah, welcome back, everybody, to My Last Brain Cell. Happy Friday, Junior. It is the penultimate day of July. You know, the next time we speak, it will be August, which seems so crazy to say. Next time we speak, I will also be able to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. So like right now, like depending on when you're watching this, I'm either about to see it, currently seeing it, or have already seen the new Spider-Man movie, and I'm super excited, you guys. Like I've avidly avoided as many spoilers as I possibly could. I saw a couple of trailers. I saw, when Spidey punches Hulk with that like electric gauntlet joint. Other than that, I've been avoiding everything because I don't want to be spoiled. I want everything to be a surprise. There's a lot of things that I spoil myself on purpose just because I need the knowledge, but when something is just right there within my grasp, I don't see a reason to spoil it for myself. Spider-Man feels so close. Doomsday feels so close. So like even for Doomsday, I won't really be looking for spoilers. I'll look for official trailers. Like I'm gonna look for another trailer when the time comes. I'm sure in like September when they give us another trailer. I'm actually pretty sure that the Spider-Man movie will have maybe the same or a brand new trailer for Doomsday. So like those type of things I'll be looking for, but other than that, I'm gonna avoid as much information as possible. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm really excited. I have very high hopes. Like I said, we'll talk about it on Saturday. I'll give a very spoiler free and then an extremely spoiler heavy review of the movie, and I'll obviously make note or make mention of when the shift happens, but. Anyway, happy Friday, Junior, y'all. I hope that y'all have enjoyed your week so far. This week has been pretty tame. Um, yeah, I feel like nothing's crazy has happened this week. I'm still plotting, planning, building in the background. I'm still working on some stuff personally for myself, for my growth, my person, my being. Yeah, let's get into the question of the day. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna be kind of cheating about it. Did you guys see the trailer for Children of Blood and Bone? I actually kind of want to pull it up. The trailer for Children of Blood and Bone has finally arrived, y'all. And I must admit, I'm pretty fucking sour because how dare they not speak anybody's name? How am I supposed to know, as someone who's reading this book, that I pronounce all these names correctly? And I'm glad to see that it has the appropriate amount of views, 15 million views in one day. I pulled it up right now. Yeah, but I also, it also gives some kind of spoilers for me as someone, again, who hasn't finished the book. And if you've been rocking with me via Sip, Read, and Repeat, and you haven't finished the book either, then you know that if you watch this trailer, there are going to be some spoilers. I do hope that this doesn't draw on any of the other books. Like, I hope there's no elements of the second book in this first movie. I hope it only draws on the first book. But by the time this movie comes out in January, I will be done with that book. We will be done with that book. But I'm really excited. It looks incredible. I have been trying to be very sensitive of Tomi's opinion of the movie, but I want her to just explicitly say what her problem is with the film, because I want to support the film. I feel like we all, as Black people, should go support this film, especially if we want to see the second and third one come out, especially if we want to see more original stories like this come out. Because this isn't like it's not like it's a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? This is Paramount is basically like, all right, this is your shot. You know what I mean? And they're technically taking their chances with a story that is an original story by all means. And yes, every story is original, but the comics have so many different variations that have been around for, 50, 60 plus years, whereas this has been around for maybe 5 or 6 years. You know what I mean? So, and maybe even maybe more than that. I could be misspeaking, but the trailer looks really, really good. I'm super excited for the film to drop. Make sure you guys check it out. And again, it just looks amazing. It was cool for me, though, to kind of go through and identify who is who. I think the casting is, pretty solid. Like, this is almost certainly why Damson Idris is not playing the role of T'Challa Jr. But I like the idea of what I assume is Viola Davis' Mama Agba. I like the idea of Idris Elba as Leakin. I see who Zele is. I don't know that young lady's name. I don't know the young lady's name who's playing Amari. Apparently, Damson Idris is a amazing Enon, and I don't know the young man who's playing Zane. But again, very upset. Not a single person's name was said. The only word from the book that was said was Orisha. That was it. I needed to hear the name so I can make sure I'm saying it correctly. And yes, I know I won't be saying it on camera anymore, but I will be saying it on camera because I'll still be talking about the characters and things that's going on. So I would have really appreciated having that, but it's all good. Movie looks incredible either way. Make sure you check the trailer out. I have a few things that I do want to talk about today, but before we do, let's get the wheel out here. I'm not even going to waste your time. I need to stop it from doing that. Food. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. So, I'm a fat kid at heart, y'all. And I've really enjoyed doing clandestine cuisines. Clandestine cuisines is not going to stop. But there is going to be a small shift, I think, in some of the foods that you guys see. And it's mainly because I need to lock in. Like, I was doing mad good last year. And then I won't lie, it's me. I got into a relationship. I got complacent. I truthfully did. I wasn't counting calories. I was eating whenever I want. But I'm getting back to locking back in because as I get older, I need to take care of myself. There are goals that I want to accomplish in this life that having a healthy, strong body is going to be the way to do that. So I'm locking back in, right? But with that said, again, there are going to be some slight shifts in the foods that we do for clandestine cuisine. There is one place I want to do that's going to be kind of unhealthy in the coming months. But for the most part, I'm going to try to get some healthier options. Like, try to stay away from fried foods and things like that. I will tell you this. And so if you get this far in the video, you're getting an exclusive, I guess. In the coming months, one video that definitely is going to happen, I have to go to Smash That. The Smash Burger spot. I have to go there. And then I also, probably not this year, but maybe in the new year, because I only give you guys one food video a month. There might be some shorts and things coming out soon, but as far as like long form, I only give you guys one video a month, and that's so that I am not just gorging myself on all this, decadent ass food all the time. But in the coming months, and by again coming months, I mean probably early next year, there's gonna be a traveling video of sorts, and that's all I'm gonna say. I do think that both of those videos, I think Smash is going to be a really fun video, and I do think the traveling video is going to be a really, 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 really good video. The traveling one is going to take some time though, just because weather. So again, it's just it might even be 6 months from now. It might even be a cool year. You know what I mean? But just know that at some point between now and next July, there will be a travel video, and I'm really looking forward to that. Let me tell you. So, I watch a lot of TV, right? So I'm definitely a consumer. When I'm working, I'm watching something on my phone, whether it's YouTube, a show on Hulu, or a movie, right? And for the last couple of weeks, I felt like I've had nothing to watch. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, damn, like, why does it feel like my days are, and granted, today's what? Today's today that we're talking is the 30th, right? As I'm recording this, it's the day prior, so 29th. But it's the 30th, right? I've been back home for almost 2 full weeks at this point. But for some reason, I was just like, I can't figure it out. Why haven't I been able to watch anything? Why hasn't anything really hit for me? I think I'm too addicted to YouTube, which is a crazy thing to say. So I watch a lot of fights when I'm doing my cardio, and I watch a lot of those top 10 movies, or this, or when Goku did that, Spider-Man's villains type of videos when I'm like washing my dishes. And I watch shows and things when I'm working because I can just lock in. I like to watch a podcast on YouTube, a few podcasts. So I use it for those reasons. But in the interim, I'm usually watching RDC. And these niggas haven't posted since really DreamCon, because I'm sure they've been relaxing and taking some very much needed time off. But I realized the street's been missing RDC. These niggas put out like 3 fucking videos today. It's insane. But and for me, it's like, cool. I now have 3 days worth of videos, because I'll watch, because for me, it's just like a time taker upper, whatever. And it's just perfect to fill the gap, to make some noise while I'm doing things and to keep me distracted. And then once I get my fill, I can move on to other things to get me distracted. But I have to say, RDC to me makes YouTube better. I saw Tony also posted, but it's just him yapping. And I like to sometimes listen to what Tony has to say. But I prefer to hear his thoughts on like the games he's playing. Like, I like to watch him play the Telltale games and explain his choices and what he's thinking, and his insight into what he thinks the character is thinking and things like that. But to just hear him yap, I don't know if that's really for me. So I kind of didn't watch that, but I'm looking forward to his next gaming video. But yeah, man, the street's been missing those two, so I'm really excited to see they both back. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I'm still playing Marvel Rivals. Oh, you know what? Let me get through this Marvel Rivals nonsense before I jump into what's got me really excited. I'm still playing Marvel Rivals, and I just I'm still trying to understand why people just can't be good teammates. I played with a team. I will say we were fighting hard. I was solo tanking. We had 2 tanks at one point in time, but then we had only 1 healer. And I'm typically healing in most games that I play. I didn't feel like healing this specific game. I wanted to try out Rogue. And I'm still a very low rank as far as competitive goes. So I figured this is a really good time to really try out some characters and get to know their kit, because I can fuck around a little bit more here. So I'm trying out Rogue. Love her, by the way. She's great, especially now with these power-ups, because she has some additional things that she can do. But anyway, I really enjoy playing with her, and like a lot of people just don't want to heal. Everyone seems to want to be a fucking DPS, and I get it. They're fun to play, but you know what this also is? A team fucking game. Can we play like a team? I don't understand the hang up. I don't understand the obsession with picking DPS first. I've gotten into the habit of picking support first and then seeing what everyone else is gonna do. Because if no one else picks support, I'll say, no other healer, I bet. And I'm switching to a fucking DPS at that point. Every man for themselves. We'll figure it out, I guess. Because what are we doing? I get it. You want to have the most fun. Winning isn't everything, but don't you want to actually try to win? And doesn't it just feel better to win? Or even if you lose, to know you put your all into it. I was playing a game the other night, and someone on my team was like, yo, Deadpool, what do you do? I play Deadpool as a support. I've been playing Deadpool a lot. I usually play Invisible Woman, but I've been playing Deadpool a lot more as a support. So they were like, yo, DP, what are you doing, bro? And I was like, dog, what are you talking about? I did not have a lot of kills. And that's because I kept getting dropped. I'm in the back line trying to heal as much as possible. I'm not getting healed because the other healer, who was a Jubilee, kept trying to take off to the front and be a DPS. But I'm trying to stay back and heal everybody because they're not doing that because they're too focused on kills. But because they had like the bubbles and the other things, they can like kind of be floating. But I'm trying to play the coordinates and things like that. He's like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Brother, we died the same amount of times, right? He had 19 kills to my 5. I think he has 16 assists to my 13. He had 600 more healing than I did. I was like, brother, what are you complaining for? I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. There was an Emma on my team that kept pinging for fucking heals. Emma, stop running up so fucking far. Come back. You see me getting assaulted. Come here. Help me. I'm still going to play it. I'm still having fun, I guess. Because the games that are good are good. Like the game I mentioned with Rogue, that I played as Rogue, that was a good game. My team pushed through that game. There are some games, too, where I'm really impressed with the fortitude of my team because it's like, yo, we really fucking, like, I don't think, like, we should not have won the game that I played as Rogue because they started to steamroll us, and it was like, damn, okay, and then we had them trapped in one spot, and they just couldn't advance. We just held them there. It was amazing. Like we pushed through pretty steadily, right? There was a lot of points where we kept getting wiped. I don't know if it was because I was playing too far ahead. I know I died a lot too because I was playing too far ahead, trying to push up, thinking people were directly behind me, but they weren't. But when it came to their turn, they were pushing pretty quickly. They got to points 1 and 2 pretty fast. Like we were stopping them okay. Like our attempts were not that successful. We might get a squad wipe, but then they're holding us back for the remainder of that round, right? So they got to points 1 and 2, but pushing to 3, we just did not allow it. And somehow, man, ended up getting that W, and that was a really good feeling. I was really happy about that. I was very proud. Yeah, I've had, like I said, the games that are good, but the games that are bad, they're rough. Now let me tell you what's got me so excited. And I haven't brought up this game in so long because I really feel like I haven't been gaming in that long. And when I did game, I feel like I was playing God of War for a while because I needed a break because I couldn't figure out what I was missing. I picked up Hades 2 again. I fucking beat Kronos. It was the I figured out his gimmick. I figured out his second phase. It was such a powerful feeling. And I was surprised even more because one thing I always do when it comes to Hades 2 is, for those of you who don't know, you have a choice of like 6 or 7 weapons, and every attempt that you go out and like fight the enemies, a certain weapon gives you more resources than the other. So I always pick that weapon. So I was using the torches, but the torch upgrade that I had, or variant that I had, was the, I think, the EOS one. So it was shooting like a little like cloudy ball of damage, and just having that go snap him in his face, it was great, man. I felt so vindicated. And now I know I can do it again. And that's the best feeling because I beat him once now. And now I understand where to stand, how to avoid, what to dodge, when to get close. He can't let me get close. He can't afford to let me get close. But ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited to play it again. I don't think I've played since that night. I've been on Marvel Rivals because I wanted to kind of just sit in that moment. But I now have to go. For those of you again who don't know, you go to the underworld to fight Kronos, or you go above to Olympus to fight. I think the ultimate boss is Prometheus, but I'm not sure because I haven't gotten any further than him. So I have to beat Prometheus because I do think there might be one more level after, but I'm not sure. This is just speculation for me, but we're gonna see. Hopefully, not the next time we talk, but the next couple of months, I would have some other news for Hades too. But yeah, beating Kronos was he's just fast. You know what I mean? He's fast. He has a lot of range, and his second phase is just high damage. You have very specific spots you need to stand in. There are ways you can avoid it, but I didn't understand it at first. And then I felt like Maharaga. I was like, I can see it now. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's where it is. Yeah. I was really adapting mid fight. It was incredible. But yeah. Again, next time we talk, I will be talking about Spider-Man probably the whole time. Right? Like I said, by the time you've watched this, I either am preparing to watch it, am currently watching it, or have just finished watching it. I'll be a changed man in the next from the current time now. I'll be a changed man in the next like 24 hours. But for you guys, I'll be a changed man before the night is over. I don't have nothing else to talk about. I feel like I've yapped enough. So thank you for tuning in and stopping by. This is King Echo, signing off.